What is up, YouTube? Joystick here, back with another new video for you guys today. So this is kind of a new styled video. Kind of interested in doing a bit more educational styled content, instead of just uploading gameplay and you guys watching. But this time around, I want to kind of just walk through all of my plays in game and kind of just show you guys what I'm thinking, how to play this hero Reinhardt efficiently, how to get good at him, and just kind of win your battles as Reinhardt, right? This is a hero that takes a lot of mind games, a lot of thinking, a lot of smart decision making, especially on a map like King's Row. Let's break it down, and I'll kind of go through each play and show you guys what I'm thinking, right? First thing I'm gonna do on this map is I'm gonna be lining up at the door, like finding an angle where I can get my fire strikes out right at the doorway, right? So I'll walk up here and I'm throwing 2 fire strikes at the door. I would like for them to be a bit more lined up personally there, but I mean, this isn't a perfect Reinhardt game by me by any means, but here we are. I'm always looking to like throw my fire strikes down the lanes, left of that statue to the right of that statue, and you can hit multiple targets, right? So I see the Reinhardt walking up here, and I'm not doing anything fancy, right? All I am is playing the points, keeping square to the enemy Reinhardt, and kind of just mirroring his movement, going for swings. He's going for swings, right? There's nothing too crazy going on yet, but we're just building that ult charge. You want to be throwing your fire strikes like as much as you possibly can to be building your earth shatter, because that's what it's all about, right? You're building up your ultimate and getting to that earth shatter, right? But at the same time, you want to contain the enemy Reinhardt. You want to contain him, and you don't want him to like play on the objective. You want to push him back a little bit if you can, right? But so we'll keep it going here. See, I'm playing on top of this car, and I'm playing to the left of it. I see him pin in there, right? I see him pin in, and the only reason that I pinned in is because he already committed his pin cooldown, right? His shift. He already committed that, so I have a chance to actually like equalize and maybe pin him back. It was rather risky of me to even do that in the first place, judging, I'm barely getting out alive right here, but that was very risky on my part, but it's fine. I was able to get out and, play around this statue. It's really good cover. It's really good natural cover, right? You always want to be playing tight to walls, playing tight to corners here, guys, because if you don't have your shield or you have low health, right, you want to be playing those walls. It's like natural protection, right? So you see me just dancing around the statue. Now I have my ultimate, right? Playing tight to the statue, throwing my fire strikes right down lanes. Like next to that wall, we got the lane right there. I'm throwing fire strikes, and it's building my ult. I might have my ultimate before the enemy Ryan just because of these things, right? So we're gonna keep playing this. I dodged the Ryan's pin, go for the shatter. It was risky on my part, but we'll back that up and we'll break that one down. So basically, their Reinhardt pins in, right? And I sidestep him to the left, right? Now, I see a small window for potentially a shatter. I think he blocks most of it, but I do get, like, someone down, right? So, yeah, I shattered the Reaper. Their Ryan gets nanoed. He doesn't have a pin. He actually can't, like, counterpin this because he already pinned in, right? So, it kind of gives me a free window to just charge directly into his team. So I'm going to charge directly in, right? And I'm just aiming for basically anything at this point. Ideally, you want to get a healer here, which I do, right? I get their Ana, which is a huge pick, actually. But now, this is where it gets tricky. Can I get out of this situation alive now? And I do, because I back up and stay tight to this bus, and I don't let this Moira get a direct line of sight onto me here. And I throw a fire strike right there to stave her off, right? I throw the fire strike so that she isn't, happy to approach me and fight me anymore, right? If I do any damage there, she's like, all right, I'm backing up, right? So you want to make sure you get that fadeaway fire strike. If not, even if you don't even hit them, it's good to just, kind of scare them away, right? I end up dying anyways because I'm like, you know, way overextended past the choke. That one is on me, honestly. So now it's just about getting back to the point fast here. And since I died, guys, you want to, like, if you can, if your team is in voice chat, you want to alert them that the enemy Reinhardt has Earth Shatter, right? And that they are in danger of getting shattered, right? That's what I was doing in the voice comms there, I believe. Because when I die, there's no one gonna block the shatter, right? So I'm hustling to get back to the point here. And you know, it might be winnable. Now I'm pushing point. I know he has shatter, right? Blocked. Okay, rule number 1, guys. If you want to block shatter, it's all about knowing if they have it, right? If you know or you think that they might have it, it's so much easier to block, dude. Like, that was so easy to block because I knew he had his ult, right? All right, well, we're gonna play this and I'll show you, right? I know 100% he's looking to ult me. I just play for the shield block, right? There we go, easy. You know, now I'm just taking space, trying to help out my team, peel back, try to get this Reaper. He's like one shot. We got the Reaper dead, right? Now we just clean it up. So once you win that 1v1 against the enemy Rein, then it's just cleanup time, right? You've done your job. Once you've blocked that shatter, you killed a Rein. All right, here we go. The Reinhardt just charged in recklessly, dude. Easy counter pin, dude. Easy counter pin right there. Now, we want to back up, though. We got anti-grenaded by their Ana. Same thing. Now it's back to kind of like the beginning of the round, right? Nobody, like, we already used our ults. And it's basically just another neutral fight. It's basically where there's, you know, they might have other ultimates, but between me and the Rein, it's like we don't have any ults. So it's gonna be like a, you know, a mechanical brawl just on the point here. Okay, they're Genji blades, the Reaper ults. I unfortunately didn't get a counter pin onto the Rein there, so I die. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't know if we were going to win that anyways. They did have a DPS ult advantage in that situation. Reaper got into our backline. They bladed with Genji blade. So it's not much like we could have done there to win that. Unless like we took the fight early somehow or, you know. But it's fine. That was a great hold. Great first point hold on King's Row here. All right, so my Lucio gets really aggressive, right? He's like, let's go in with beat. And the reason why we go in with sound barrier here, Lucio sound barrier, is because they already use their DPS ults. So there is a small window where we can use our support ultimate proactively and aggressively instead of using it defensively to counter like their Genji blade or the Reaper ult, right? So we go in with our sound barrier. I just charge right in because, you know, I got 1,000 HP, right? I'm just going in, right? I don't get the damage from the charge there, although big slam, absolutely baited, bro. Like, oh my god. All right, I'll break this one down for you guys. So pull it back a little bit. So basically I'm farming my ult here. I'm going in no fear because we have Lucio ult. Now I'm literally like one fire strike away, get the fire strike off last second. And this is where I knew I had a free ultimate because their Rein is thinking that I am vulnerable. I'm really deep into their spawn, right? And anybody would think I'm so easy to kill at that point, right? I already used my pin. I already used my shift. So that is where Reinhardt's almost turn off their brain and think, oh, that Reinhardt's so vulnerable and we can just take him out for free. No, I have my ult. He doesn't even take into the consideration that I would invest my ultimate here, and that's why we got him. Because he doesn't respect the fact that I might actually take the opportunity to shatter him. Catch him off guard. Why not? You know, I'm already in deep. I'm already in their spawn. I'm going all in, you know? And that's what I do. I risk it everything here. Obviously, he could have blocked it easily if he was smart and thought like, oh, he's going to be reckless with his ult. He didn't even take that into consideration, and we caught him off guard. Watch this. Boom. And not only did we kill the Ryan, we killed the Lucio, you know, cleaned up the whole squad there. Like, that is what you got to do in situations with your ultimate. If you kind of have to think like what they might be thinking about you. They're thinking I am a vulnerable target. In reality, I wanted this to happen the whole time. I wanted you to think I was a vulnerable target so that I could freaking earth shatter your whole team, you know? Like, it's actually a pretty big brain. So, all right, here, if you notice right there, I was actually throwing fire strikes into their spawn door. And I like to do that to catch the enemy off guard and just farm my ult like that. So I'm backing up here. I see we lost our Lucio, so I back up, throwing fire strikes, building the ult. We lost our Lucio, so we kind of have to play a little bit safer here. And at this point, chat, I have to assume that their Reinhardt has his Earth Shatter, and I kind of have to play for it, right? I have to play for the block here, and I can't play too aggressive, and I ended up getting punished because I didn't take enough time to recharge my shield in this situation. This one's on me. I lost this one for my team, unfortunately. And, you know, I wasn't really conserving my health. I wasn't conserving my shield. But what I should have done in this situation for this not to happen is actually back up to the next corner, right? Playing in this alleyway is so risky because not only do they have the pressure of the attack with the payload coming in, they have that momentum coming in right around that corner. You want to play actually on the next corner. So that was actually a really big mistake on my part to play this corner where there's really just no cover, right? There's nothing to play around. There's nothing to play behind, right? So this one is on me for not like pulling my team back a little bit. And we got punished for it, right? I have literally no opportunity to recharge my shield because there's literally no cover, right? Okay, here's a smart play by my Lucio, right? So this is my duo, actually. He's a top 500 Lucio main. So he actually sits here, and he's going to stall the payload out for a few seconds, buying us enough time to maybe get another fight here on the second point, right? So look at this. He's contesting the point, right? He gets a few seconds contested, right? And they finally take him out. But look at where the payload is here on the top, right? We got about halfway to the second checkpoint. So maybe there's an opportunity, a small window, right, for maybe us to get back in here. So we'll see. The Genji used deflect there, so that's like a green light for me to throw fire strikes at their team. You got to always be looking for that deflect cooldown as well, guys, because they can Genjis are always looking to deflect your fire strike, right? So this is where it gets dicey. I kind of recklessly pin in here as their Genji goes in. Not really the best play on my part, in my opinion. I think what I should have done was maybe pin backwards into the Genji and try to go for the kill there. But that was kind of like a panic button, in my opinion, and not the best play by any means. But it's okay because they invested their Dragon Blade. That's one of their main win conditions, and we're moving on to the next point. So here, I have to consider that they might use Shatter. I have to have that. I have to assume that they might have Earth Shatter in this situation, right? But I'm playing around this payload area, and it's actually good natural cover to just play around the payload and kind of like take it over as the defense. So you don't have to like use your shield all the time, right? It's actually kind of nice to play around. So I'm playing around the payload, fighting the Rhine, throwing a little fire strike at him. I know he's going to have Shatter, and, you know, I have mine, so honestly, another mistake on my part here. I got impatient, and this isn't really like me to get impatient as Ryan, actually, but this is why this is actually a great video to break down, because I actually just forced my hand, right? I forced my hand. I used my Shatter first, and it was on their Sojourn, and I didn't really have a chance at guaranteeing the kill, and they just popped their sound barrier Lucio ult onto it and saved her, and now I'm like screwed basically, right? So this is what I mean about being patient. It's like, I don't need to force the fight to happen. I don't need to be the one to ult first here in this situation. I'm defending the point, right? I'm not attacking. But I went for like an attack type maneuver, and it just really just did not work out, right? Now I'm just in a situation where it's like, well, I guess we got to die on the payload and reset and go again. So it's not all bad because I actually forced one of their best support ultimates, which is Sound Barrier, just from Earth Shatter. So it kind of gives an opportunity for one of our DPS ults to actually shine in the next couple fights, right? So it's not actually all bad. And another key thing is I also died on the payload, which contests the point, stops the point, and we kind of have time to reset and go again, right? So let's get in here. Let's see what happens. My team's a little bit staggered out, and what I mean by staggered out is like, you know, we're respawning at different times. So I'm trying to like play slow here and waiting until like I see my soldier's respawn timer. I'm waiting until he respawns, and I'm walking up slowly, right? Here, I knew that, dude. I saw. Okay, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy. Back this up, right? Watch this, guys. So, right off the bat, I'm looking at my field of view. I can see the whole map right now, right? But I noticed one major thing. The Reinhardt was not in the picture. Where's the Reinhardt? It's obvious. He's sitting bottom left in this little cubby, just waiting to shatter me. I knew that. But there's also one other problem. They're playing an Ana on the other team, and they go for actually a pretty crazy play, right? So I have to turn to face the Rhine to block the shatter. At the same time, that exposes my back for the Ana to sleep dart me, which she does. And I get shattered anyways, bro. Like, it's brutal, right? So watch. I know the Rhine's here, cause he's not on their side, right? Where's the Rhine? He's on the left. Yep. I was about to go for a block there, the shatter. I get slept. I get shattered. I get pinned. Although my Lucio saves me with sound barrier, right? Huge sound barrier, right? And now I see their Lucio. Kill the Lucio. I go right back in on the counter attack. Already hunting them down, chat, right? Lucio, the Rhine pins off the map, kind of funny, but so that was like a great example of like how to counter attack as well, right? As soon as all of that happened, I get slept, shattered, I receive sound barrier. I'm already hunting for targets, dude. You got to be relentless, dude. You got to hunt immediately because that is like the last point of the map, right? And you got to hold that line, right? You got to hold that point down. So you got to keep your head on a swivel. I turned around. I saw that Lucio kill the Lucio, charge directly into their backline. I tried to pin their Rhine and kill him. But then I got their Ana, and then their Rhine went off the map. So, but you got to get on the counterattack fast and clean up that fight quickly, right? Because we almost just lost that fight based on their play with the sleep and the earth shatter. So you got to get on that counterattack quick.
Taking damage for a Kiriko.
So here I'm just trying to build my ult, throwing fire strikes at the Rhine, trying to line up multiple targets. I do get slept here. I get charged. My Kiriko cleanses me. Huge cleanse. I can go right back in though. And to kind of break that down,
Taking damage for a Kiriko.
this is interesting because their Rhine kind of just like opts the charge, right? Which most Rhines would do at a sleeping target. But you got to keep in mind that like we have a Kiriko, and that's most likely going to get shut down through the Suzu cleanse, which their Rhine doesn't really take into consideration, right? So I get cleansed, and I'm right back up, and I'm like, hey, I have a free charge, you know? Like, I could just go right back at you. Like, you can't even counterpin me now, right? So he's like, oh, crap. He gets pinned, and he gets rolled, and he's dead. And now we're just back on the counterattack again, you know? We're back on for the races. Here, chat. This is a play that I go for actually quite frequently on this map, and I use this spot consistently with my ult because you can catch teams off guard, can hit huge earth shatters from this position. And if the enemy team isn't checking their corners, you know, you just shatter their whole team, right? Although this is unlucky, I believe that they do end up checking their corner here. My Lucio's trying to bait for me and pretend like I'm not here. But this is yeah, I don't know. Their Ryan like turned the corner like he was watching my stream. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think he was stream sniping, but it was kind of sus in my opinion. All right, so I ended up shattering anyways because, you know, I'm already here. Maybe I catch him, maybe I don't. I'm dead. That's fine. We got they're using their blade though, and they use their Sojourn ult. So actually, this is kind of a win for us if you think about it, because they over-ulted in the situation. They didn't even need to use blade or Sojourn ult. Like, why are they ulting? Like, that's a really silly mistake on their part. Like, they already won the fight. They already took out the tank, you know, like, they actually messed up in this situation because they still have to push the payload in here now. So this is a situation where I noticed that our Lucio died late. No. Our Kiriko died late. You can see right here, Kiriko is respawning, right? But she can teleport through the wall, and she has her ultimate, and that's what we need to win. We need the Kiriko ult to win. So here I kind of approach the point a little bit slow. I go for a pin to contest. I die instantly. It's okay because it bought time. It bought enough time for us to use Kiriko ult and our visor. So we visored on top of that. Got multiple kills. But it's not over yet. We still need to clean this up. We got our supports on the point. I'm looking to just take out this Ryan at this point. Unfortunately, he shatters me because I'm kind of just going aggressive. You know, there's not. You know, I'm not even like looking to block shatter at that point. I'm just looking for kills, right? So we get the Ryan, get the Sojourn. Now I'm looking to just clean up the cart here. I'm cleaning up the Lucio. Lucio dead. Looking for the Moira. Moira no fade. And just like that, guys, we hold the line. We hold it down, right? So that is it wasn't my best round of Reinhardt, guys, by any means. And I'm not like showing this video because I played perfectly, or, you know, this is honestly not even one of my best Reinhardt games. It's just like, I think it was a good game. There was a lot to learn. There's a lot to take away. And I think you guys might learn something as well from watching this. So we're going to push past, start this round, and see what we get done here. So they have a Bastion, right? Automatically, chat, I'm thinking to myself, my shield's going to get shredded. They have a Bastion. They're running Baptiste, Sojourn, and their Ryan's really pushed up, holding space deep, right? So I got to be careful when this Bastion goes in the shift, right? Which I think he does right away. There he is. He's in his shift. And now my shield's getting absolutely shredded. So I kind of have to bait in the Reinhardt a little bit here. It gets close. It gets dicey. But, you know, baiting in the Ryan a little bit, right? And now he's out. We forced their Baptiste lamp as well. So there is a window of opportunity here to advance and attack. But now their Bastion's got shift again. And you can't really fight him when he's using that shift, right? Now I'm just in a really tough situation. You know, they got me cornered, and, you know, there's not much I could have done there. But at the same time, they actually are out comping us. And what I mean by that is they just have a better shield break comp. Like, we're running Widowmaker. We have a Soldier, I think. And they have a Bastion. Like, they're just winning the shield battle straight up. So I recognize that right away, and I think my teammates ended up switching, and I think we look a lot better here. So our Kiriko actually gets a pick right there on their Lucio. So there is a chance here. This is a 5v4 situation now, chat, since we have a closer spawn advantage here. Let's back this up 1 second, because look at this. Look at their Sojourn. She just committed her slide. And that is, when you see that, chat, that is when Sojourn is actually most vulnerable. And my Lucio said, let's go fast here. and catch this Sojourn off guard, right? She doesn't have her ability to move anymore, right? Speed boost onto her. Yeah, got him. So now we're looking at a 5v4 basically again. I think their kick goes back at this point, but still we have an advantage. We just got our Hanzo just popped off, got their Baptiste, and you know, now I'm just capping the point here. See, like it was literally that easy, guys, right? Okay, but here we go. Their Ryan's looking to recontest. He charges right back in. That's an easy counter pin, right? Counter pin that, get the kill. But what I said before was like, if they recontest, if they decide to go back onto the point and fight it, use our Kiriko ult to guarantee that we win, right? So that's why we ended up using Kiriko ult. It guarantees the fight win, chat. Then that's what you want to be. That's what you want to do in Overwatch, is like set yourself up to guarantee fight wins. You know, you don't want to like bank yourself and be like, oh, are we gonna maybe win these fights? No, you want to guarantee that you win, and you can do that by using your ults correctly. You can guarantee success. You can guarantee that you win, because that's what the ults are for, right? Now here is another spicy spot, chat. This is a spicy spot, right? I'm sitting here in the subway, right, with my ult, ready to earth shatter them from behind, because I'm just a madman. I'm a mad lad, okay? Look at this. Nobody goes for this. Nobody expects this. And the only way they would know about this, chat, is if they're watching my stream and stream sniping, but apparently they're not. So that's great. So here we go. Look at this. Look at this wide open opportunity, man. Oh my god. Just this view, man. Yep, we got him. Boom. Don't even catch the run, unfortunately. But we do get both supports down, and we pin their Baptiste. So they have automatically no supports on the board. We have actually, I think we are up 5v3 right now. Or no, we're up 4v3 or 4v2. 4v2 sounds right. So I just go in right away, kill their run. He isn't having it. He's just going to go down. I'm taking space a little bit here. I'm pushing up, taking the space, seeing if I can collect any more kills, but it doesn't look like I can. So I'm backing up here, and I'm just, you know, lining up my fire strike, trying to build my ult a little bit. And I think I actually pick off the Sojourn here. Yup. Boom. Jesus. Nasty, guys. This is why you want to get good at throwing your fire strikes, guys, because you never know who you're going to catch out. Right? Because I don't know how much. Honestly, I thought the Sojourn was full HP at this point. But all it took was that one fire strike right down the lane. And what do you know? Dead. So it's always a good call to commit that. This was reckless on my part. I pinned in deep. Didn't even block the shatter. And now I'm trying to, redeem myself and pull back, kill the Rhine. And that didn't really work out. We commit our beat. So it's sort of winnable in some weird situation, but I actually made a mistake there by pinning in and not even taking in consideration that their Reinhardt had ultimate. So, but I do get back quickly, and we have a pick. So I'm telling my team to go right back in, right? Counterattack it, and get the pit onto the Baptiste. You know, so we win that fight pretty easily, actually, but we could have won that actually faster if I, was a little more disciplined. I was getting pretty reckless. I pinned in too deep there. But you see how I'm taking space now? Like, we capped a point. I'm not sitting on cart. I'm walking up. I'm taking space. I'm holding him back a bit, right? And I'm really close to my ult, so there's a chance I commit my ult here. Yeah, why not, right? So I'm in deep. Boom. He just did not expect that, dude. We just completely got him off guard. Like, this guy just can't read me for his life, right? And I get the pin kill on the Lucio.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, I didn't watch my HP. I could have just held shield and had my Lucio kill him. I ended up dying here. It's okay, though. I already did my job. We won the fight there.
Steph Curry from half court.
But now I'm just looking to regroup and try to win this game, right? I noticed that we have Kiriko ult, guys, and Kiriko ult is basically a team fight win if you play it correctly, time it correctly. We lose our Hanzo, and we don't really want to invest our ults here unless we can guarantee the fight win, which is not really a high percentage of guarantee at this point. So we wait for our Hanzo. I'm kind of just playing the corner. Fortunately, our Lucio gets railgunned. Happens. We got to wait a little bit even longer now. Just looking to build my ultimate up here. And at this point, it's all about investing our Kiriko ult for the win. And I call for it. I'm calling for it at this point in voice comms. Oh, this is really smart on my part, actually. Hold on. So, I think I actually knew that they had Earthshatter. Well, I didn't know, but I was assuming that they did. Because, you know, it's kind of getting into the late game here. This guy's probably, he probably has ults. And I knew he was going to shatter as soon as we popped our Kitsune, our Kiriko ult, because, you know, why wouldn't you? Because think about it. When you pop Kiriko ult, the Reinhardt is going to get aggressive and start swinging. He just wants to swing, 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 swing. He's not thinking about shielding. He's not thinking about blocking. But I was thinking about shielding because I was thinking 2 steps ahead. I was thinking what he was thinking about me, which is crazy, right? I was thinking, he was thinking that I was vulnerable because I was going to be swinging in the ult. But actually, I was shielding the whole ult. Watch. Shield, 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 shield. Blocked. That's the difference. I was thinking ahead. I was thinking 1 step ahead. Most Rhines in my situation would be swinging, right? But me consciously thinking and knowing that he had his ultimate and was looking for this opportunity to take me out in the situation, I had the shield ready, right? Block. Now we go aggressive, guys. Now we go aggressive. We took care of business, right? And I don't even need to be swinging. I don't. We have Soldier Visor. Like, that's going to do enough damage in itself, and it did, right?
You like that read, chat?
So, like, even though I wanted, right? Even though I wanted to swing, I didn't need to, and it was a smart thing. It was a smart call by me, right?
Yep.
So now, this is actually kind of a cool thing. So we won that fight. I don't even need to be sitting on payload here. We got the team kill. And since we got the team kill, I can actually push up to their door without them really knowing that I'm here. And this is what I do. I angle my shield camera on the door so they can't actually, so my shield doesn't even actually bleed through the door here. I have it perfectly lined up so I can see with the third person view who's coming here. So I see their Rhine. I know he doesn't have ult, so he's not really too much of a threat. But this is nasty, dude. Oh my god, dude. That's disgusting. And the reason why this is disgusting, chat, is because I'm assuming that their Rhine actually used his pin to get out of the door here. He does. You can hear it, dude. He does, dude. I was right. He used his pin to get out faster to try to fight the point. So now he doesn't have his pin. So I have a free opportunity to pin him off the map, right? He already used his shift. I go straight for him, dude. And I cancel my charge because you can cancel your charge in Overwatch 2. It's absolutely beautiful. And I swing once to get him off the map. Because sometimes you actually need to commit one swing when you cancel the charge to just push him off. And he types wow in the match chat, actually. Because he know you got owned, dude. And now we just win. But that was quality. I made a lot of mistakes in that game, but there was some smart plays towards the end there. That was crazy. But, you know, overall, guys, I hope you guys learned something from this video. I mean, I think this was actually kind of fun to do, and breaking down some of these plays and show you guys, like, what my thought process actually is. It's really hard to do this, like, on stream and stuff, so this is a good opportunity to do this on a video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys learned anything. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comment section below. Or what other heroes you'd like to see me do this type of video on, or if you have any more questions, hop into my stream on twitch.tv/joystick. Full-time streamer there and content creator. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys. See you in the next one.